Good evening, students. Today we will be talking about the simple frequency distribution, grouped data. Let us take this problem, which states that the above table shows the height of 110 students in a school. Calculate the mean, the median, the quartile deviation, the mode, the 7th decile, and the 95th percentile. Now, how do we go about calculating it? First and foremost, we have to arrange the table as a frequency distribution, right? So we have the variable here is height in inches, and that we depict as x. So we have the variable as 60 inches, 61 inches, 62 inches, 63 inches, 64 inches, 65 inches, 66 inches, 67 inches, and 68 inches. The corresponding frequency 2 is given as 2 people have 60 inches, 10 people have their height as 61 inches, 15 students have their height as 62 inches, 29 students have their height as 63 inches, 25 students have their height as 64 inches, 12 students have their height as 65 inches, 10 students have their height as 66 inches, 4 students have their height as 67 inches, and we have 3 students having their height as 68 inches. So what we have to do is, first and foremost, we have to calculate the mean. So we have the frequency f and the height x. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to multiply f by x and we have to get the summation of this. So what is the summation of f that we have already got? Summation of f which we have already got is equal to 110, right? Now we come to summation to f into x. So 60 into 2, this comes to be 120. 61 into 10 comes to be 610. 62 into 15 comes to be 930. 63 into 29 comes to be 1827. 64 into 25 comes to be 1600. 65 into 12 will be 780. 66 into 10 will be 660. And 67 into 4 will be 268. 68 into 3 will be 204. So first we have to do is we have to take a summation of this set of numbers. The summation which we will be coming is equal to, it is 4 and 8 makes 12 and 7 it's 9. So the value is 9 here, 9 here, another 9 comes here, and it's 6. It's 6,999. 6,999 is coming to be summation fx. Now we have to calculate the mean. So the mean will be summation of fx divided by summation of f. Summation of fx, we have got it to be 6,999 divided by 110. So we have the value as equal to 6,999 divided by 110 as 63.63. If you see, you check out with your calculator, you will find the value coming to be 63.627, which we will be taking approximately as 63.63 inches. So the mean height of this particular distribution is 63.63 inches. So this goes your calculation of mean. Next, we will be coming to calculation of median. Now, for calculation of median, what we need to have is a cumulative frequency from this frequency table. Now, the cumulative frequency is determined by adding the frequencies. So, for the first x, for the first bin, it is 2. For the next one, that is something less than equal to 61, we will be having it as 12. For the next class, we have it as 27. For the next class, it will be 27 plus 9, making it 36 plus 20, that is 56, right? And then for that is equal to 61, and then making it 81. And then we have it as 93. And then we have it as 103, 107, and we have it as 110. Now, median is a positional measure that we know, and it is actually the middlemost item, or it is the middlemost item. So when we are talking about the median of a distribution like this, a simplified distribution like this, we are talking about the height that the average student is supposedly to have, right? If the middlemost item, what will be the average height? If we pick up the middlemost student, then what will be the height? So if we are arranging all the students height wise, so the student will be standing exactly in the middle position. Where will be he standing and what will be his height, right? The student at the middle, what will be his height? That is what is the concept of median that we are having. Now 110 is n that we have, summation. So the middlemost item will be 110. It is the n by 2th item which we need to find out for median. So median is actually the corresponding x which has the item as n by 2th item. So n by 2th item here is actually the 110 by 2th item, that is the 55th item that we need to find out. Now if we check the different classes, this distribution we find, the first 2 items will be in this class, then from 3rd item to the 12th item will be here, from the 13th item to the 27th item it will be here, and from the 28th item to the 56th item it will be here. So we are searching for the 55th item. So where will we get it? We will find the 55th item here in this particular class. So our median value is the corresponding x that we have. So median here, we will be having the median value to be equal to 63. So the median value for this particular distribution is 63. Now, next we talk about another concept where we are talking about quartile, right? So we talk about quartile. The question is asking you quartile deviation. Now, what is the quartile? Quartile, when we are talking about quartiles, the word quartile is actually coming from the word quarter, right? So when we are trying to find out the quartile, while median is getting you the middlemost item, quartile actually divides the entire distribution into 4 equal parts. So the first quartile actually divides it into 1:3 part, the second quartile is to 2:2 part, and the third quartile is to 3:1 part. So that's how we find the entire distribution gets divided by the quartile. Now, when we are trying to find out the first quartile Q1, it will actually correspond to the n by 4th item. It will correspond to the n by 4th item. So n by 4th item, if we have to find out, so n is equal to 110. So n by 4th item is actually the 27.5th item that we are interested in. The 27.5th item which we are interested in, or 27.5th student which we are actually interested in. So if we actually check out once again, we will be finding that the first two boys will be having around 60. The next we will be having 61 up to 12. Then 13 to 27 boy will be having 62 inches. And you have the 28th boy onwards, which we will be having is going to come in this particular. Since we don't have a concept of 27.5th, it will be the 28th item which we will be looking out for. And once again, the Q1 value which we have here, the first quartile value which we will be having in this particular distribution, the corresponding X will be actually, for this quartile value, will be equal to 63 itself. It will be 63 itself. So the first quartile value is also 63 that we are getting. Now, if we are talking about the next one, right, the third quartile. In third quartile, we will actually find out the corresponding X value to the 3n by 4th boy, right, 3n by 4th boy. So it is 27.5 into 3, making it the 82.5th item, right, or the 82.5th boy, right. So if we are trying to find out the 82.5th boy, rather the 83rd boy, definitely we are going to find that 83rd boy here in this particular section. That is, he will be having the height to be 65. So we have Q1, so the corresponding X which we are having, this is given by Q1. So Q1 we are going to have it as 63, and we have the Q3 as 65. Now we are asked to find out the quartile deviation. Now quartile deviation which we actually are trying to find out, quartile deviation, that is your third question that they are talking about. So third question is continued here. So the third question says the quartile deviation, and the quartile deviation is given by Q3 minus Q1. This Q3 minus Q1 is actually said the quartile range. Q3 minus Q1 is said to be the quartile range, and Q3 minus Q1 by 2 is going to give you the quartile deviation which is given by QT. So this is 65 minus 63 divided by 2, and that's equal to 1 inch that we have. So the quartile deviation for this particular distribution that we have is 1 inch, right, that which we are going to have, it is equal to 1 inch. Okay, now we come to the next part of the problem, right. So the next part of the problem asks you to find out the 7th decile and the 95th percentile. The 7th decile will actually correspond to 7n by 10th item, right, or 7n by 10th boy. So if you are arranging them in an ascending order, what will be the height of the 77th boy? So that is your 7th decile which we have. So 77th boy, so where is the 77th item coming? We once again look through the cumulative frequency. So till the 56th boy will be having the height 63. So you have the next, from 57th boy to the 81st boy, the height will be 64. So definitely it is falling in this particular bin, and so correspondingly the 7th decile will be equal to 64 in this case. It will be 64 in this case. And then we try to find out the 95th percentile. The 95th percentile will actually be the height of the 95th boy, right, if, or say 95 by 100 into nth boy, so that is equal to 104.5, or rather we have the 105th boy, we cannot divide it, so it is the 105th boy which we are actually targeting at. So if we are arranging everybody in ascending order, so what will be the height of this 105th boy? That is what we have to find out. So till the 103rd boy, you have the height to be 66 inches. The 104th boy to 107th boy onwards will be having the height of 67 inches. So we have the 95th percentile or P95 corresponding to 67 inches. It is 67 inches for this particular distribution. So the 105th boy is going to have a height of 67 inches, right?